Anyone else besides me find this a little weird? All of the stuff that they are telling us to do when it comes to this eclipse. What do they know that we don't know? They're telling us to get groceries. They're telling us to stock up on essentials. They're telling us to have cash on hand just in case. So what exactly do they know that we don't know? That first photo that you seen was a news station in Arkansas. This one that you're seeing on screen is from a place in Ohio. So what exactly do they know is coming? What are they not telling us? This is some strange stuff indeed. You tell me what you think about all of this. They're even saying possible gas shortages. Very strange stuff is happening. Some strange things are definitely ahead. Be ready and be prepared because you never know what's coming next.
Eventually wipe out the internet for weeks or even months.
Indian astronomers have just warned that the coming solar storm could be so powerful that the internet across the world could face problems for weeks. We may have to be a little serious about upcoming solar flares. Unfortunately, this isn't the plot of an underappreciated B-tier Netflix thriller, but an actual possibility according to scientists who have been studying the sun's solar activity. Researchers have discovered a new relationship between the sun's magnetic field and its sunspot cycle that can help predict when the peak in solar activity will occur. NASA previously predicted that the next solar maximum would begin in late 2025. Unfortunately, a new study reveals that this solar maximum is coming sooner than expected, most likely in early 2024. A new study led by Dr. Deebandu Nandi, a physicist from the ISRO Kolkata Center of Excellence in Space Sciences in India, has predicted an early 2024 solar event. Dr. Deebandu Nandi said that it is not possible to predict the intensity and consequences of solar storms this early, but we should learn more as the new year approaches. By the way, he also said that, of course, they also make beautiful auroras, so we can hope that 2024 will be a good year for aurora hunters. But some other scientists are saying that this rapid increase in sunspots could be a serious warning sign of another Carrington event. Well, let's delve deeper into this topic and find out why Indian astronomers have raised concerns about the upcoming solar event. The sun is a huge ball of electrically charged hot gas that moves, generating a powerful magnetic field. This magnetic field goes through a cycle called the solar cycle. Every 11 years or so, the sun's magnetic field completely flips, meaning the sun's north and south poles switch places. This solar cycle affects activity on the surface of the sun, such as sunspots, which are caused by the sun's magnetic fields. One way to track the solar cycle is by counting the number of sunspots. The beginning of a solar cycle is a solar minimum, or when the sun has the least sunspots. Over time, solar activity and the number of sunspots increases. The middle of the solar cycle is the solar maximum, or when the sun has the most sunspots. As the cycle ends, it fades back to the solar minimum, and then a new cycle begins. Here you can see the increase in the number of sunspots during the solar maximum phases of 2001 compared to the weak phases of 1996 or 2006. Almost a century ago, Swiss astronomer Max Waldmeier left a trail of cosmic clues that scientists still follow today to predict when the sun will reach its solar maximum. Back in 1935, Waldmeier noticed something fascinating about sunspot cycles. He observed that the faster the rise of a sunspot cycle, the stronger its strength. He realized that a stronger cycle took less time to reach its maximum strength. This discovery, now known as the Waldmeier effect, is like a crystal ball for scientists, helping them estimate the strength of a sunspot cycle by observing its early stages of development. And using this method, NASA scientists predicted that the next solar maximum will occur in the year 2025. However, Indian astronomers reveals that this solar maximum is coming sooner than expected, most likely in early 2024. What the Indian researchers have done is find a new relationship. Using decades-old data archives from multiple ground-based solar observatories around the world, Dr. Nandi found that the rate of decrease in the sun's dipole magnetic field is also correlated with the rate of rise of the ongoing sunspot cycle. During solar cycle minimum, when almost no sunspots are observed on the sun, the dipole field strength is maximum. When the sunspot cycle starts rising, the large-scale solar dipole field starts weakening and assumes more complex configuration. The dipole field vanishes during sunspot cycle peak, and following this, it flips its direction and starts growing slowly again. Using this method, Indian astronomers found that the next solar maximum is likely to occur not in 2025 but in early 2024, with flames so strong that they can disrupt the world's internet for weeks. Furthermore, researchers previously predicted that the upcoming solar maximum could pose a major problem for Earth's communication systems. The most intense solar storms can sometimes result in catastrophic orbital decay of low Earth orbiting satellites and disrupt satellite-based services such as communications and navigational networks. Well, let's find out the potential strength of the next solar maximum and explore whether it might lead to an event similar to the historic Carrington incident. In August of 1859, something incredible happened in the skies that captivated astronomers worldwide. Richard Carrington, a passionate sky watcher in a small town near London, witnessed a spectacle on the sun. Carrington, while sketching sunspots on September 1st, was momentarily blinded by an intense flash. It was so bright that he initially thought something had damaged his observation equipment. Upon rushing outside, Carrington found the bright spots had vanished. Unbeknownst to him, what he just witnessed was a massive eruption on the sun's surface, known as a coronal mass ejection. Normally, it takes days for a corona mass ejection to reach Earth, but this one took a mere 17.5 hours to traverse the vast expanse between the sun and our planet. Although Earth's magnetic field always protects us from these solar storms, but a violent solar storm can cause Earth's magnetic shield to fail. And the 1859 solar storm impact was astonishing. A geomagnetic storm ensued, painting mesmerizing auroras across the skies. Yet, the beauty in the sky concealed a disruptive force. Electrical systems across Europe and North America faltered. This event, famously termed the Carrington event, unleashed energy equivalent to 10 billion megatons of TNT from the sun. Scientists warn that if such an event were to happen today, it could lead to an internet apocalypse. Extreme voltages could wreak havoc on our electrical grids, potentially damaging undersea cables that power a significant chunk of the world's internet. Recently, discussions online have sparked concerns about the potential reoccurrence of such an event, especially as we approach a peak period of solar activity in 2024. The fear looms that something akin to the Carrington event might unfold in the upcoming new year, stirring worries about its impact on our highly connected world. The Royal Observatory in Belgium reported that the number of sunspots has reached the highest level in the past 21 years, with an average of 163 sunspots per day during the month of June. Thus, the data indicates that the current solar cycle has shown more activity than predicted by NASA, with the official forecast being around 115 sunspots at the peak. Scientists are still not sure why the solar activity is higher than expected. Therefore, further study of these events is necessary to understand the internal processes of the sun. Although solar cycle number 25 is not the strongest in history, scientists expect it to become one of the most powerful solar cycles. We've never experienced one of the extreme case events, and we don't know how our infrastructure would respond to it. Well, I suppose there wouldn't be a better time to appreciate the nighttime sky than when the internet is done. If you guys have watched this video completely, then don't forget to comment your thoughts on it. Thanks for your time.
Why is the Army deployed for the solar eclipse?
This is getting wild. The National Guard is going to be here now for the solar eclipse. This article today was released in an Oklahoma newspaper saying that they will have guardsmen present in McCurtain County for the solar eclipse. But things get much weirder. The 22 members of an elite chemical, biological, radiological, and nuclear unit will be housed in Broken Bow, in addition to 110 to 150 Oklahoma Highway Patrol troopers. They're also urging residents to stock up with 1 to 2 weeks of food in advance of the event and to have full fuel tanks. They're also saying that it's likely that communication facilities could be overloaded, possibly making it difficult to make cell phone calls. Similar warnings are going out in different states, including Noblesville Fire Department in Texas. And apparently schools are canceled this day. People are going on Twitter writing statements like this: "Something strange is definitely happening. My kids in 3 different schools all got notices that school will be closed that day." What do you know about the solar eclipse? As always, let me know what you think about all of this down below.
Hey guys, quick update, man. What's been happening lately? So with all the solar eclipse and the stuff that's going on over there with NATO going into Ukraine, this morning I just got the email, man. I just got the email, guys. I got activated, man. I got activated, and I'm gonna put out as much information as I can about where I'm going, what I'm gonna be doing, and stuff like that. But it's classified. I had to sign an NDA and all that. So I definitely will be able to post some videos of what I've been working on physically, where I'm going to be at and stuff like that, but I just can't say too much. So listen, things are getting real. Whether it's for the eclipse or not, you should be preparing for what's to come. Things are not going to get better from here on in. Make sure you stock up on water and food supplies. There's already 4 states that are saying to stock up with 3 months worth of supplies as far as food, water, and anything else that you need. So with that being said, stock up, be ready, man. I'm ready. Like I said, I got the email. I'm headed out here shortly. I got a couple things to pack up and get ready to go. My family's gonna be well taken care of while I'm out there. It's going down, guys. Something is coming down. Something's gonna happen with the next 2 months. I'm saying 2 to 3 months. Something's gonna happen for sure. I hate to leave my family behind, but it's something I have to do. Make sure that you guys get ready and do what you got to do, prepare and all that. Be ready and stay tuned. I'm going to be putting as much videos as I can out there. Be ready, you guys.
Did you know that on April 8th, 2024, during the total solar eclipse, a unique celestial spectacle will be visible? This isn't just any celestial event, but the rare appearance of the Devil's Comet. This intriguing comet, discovered way back in 1812, will emerge from the shadows, gracing our skies during this total solar eclipse. Its path will take it near the Sun, traversing the constellations Andromeda and Pisces, making this a truly celestial ballet. With an orbital period of approximately 71 years, these visits are few and far between. Around mid-March, it will be closest to the Sun in the constellation Aries, and will then head into Taurus, passing near Jupiter mid-April. This comet will be approximately 27 degrees from the Sun and close to bright Jupiter during the eclipse. So, what exactly is this Devil's Comet, and why is it making such a grand appearance? Discovered in 1812, the Devil's Comet, also known as Comet Pons-Brooks, is a Halley-type short-period comet. With an orbital period of approximately 71 years, this comet has been a celestial wanderer, making its round trip from the outermost regions of our solar system to the inner sanctum near our Sun. Come mid-March 2024, the comet will be spotted near the constellations Andromeda and Pisces. But it's during its closest approach to the Sun in April when the comet truly becomes a spectacle. It will traverse the constellation Aries and head into Taurus, passing near Jupiter mid-April. The comet has earned its nickname the Devil's Comet from a significant brightening and a distortion of the coma into a horn-like shape after an outburst in July 2023. An ominous sign, some might say. During the eclipse, it will be approximately 27 degrees from the Sun and close to bright Jupiter. Its apparent brightness around this time is expected to be around magnitude 5. The solar corona's glow during the eclipse might make it difficult to spot without binoculars or a telescope, but for those who persist, the sight will be worth it. On April 21st, 2024, the comet will reach its perihelion, the closest point to the Sun, where it will shine at its brightest in the constellation Taurus. But there's more to this comet than meets the eye. In 2024, a remarkable convergence of celestial and cultural phenomena unfolds, as if the universe itself is setting the stage for an extraordinary spectacle. Alongside the total solar eclipse and the rare visibility of the Devil's Comet, we find ourselves at the peak of solar activity.